cold night. It's about as cold as it gets here in Nashville. The temperature's 25. This will be the coldest game played here at LP Field in Nashville. The wind is going to be left to right as you watch the game at about 10 miles per hour. In the stacked AFC North, the Steelers are 6-4. A win gets them within percentage points of first place. Marcus Wheaton takes the opening kickoff, and off we go from Nashville. Wheaton gets the edge past the 25 and escorted to the sideline by Ryan Suckup. And listen to all the Steeler fans. You're going to hear a lot of Pittsburgh noise here tonight. Ben Roethlisberger, tremendous numbers. The yards, fourth in the NFL. Look at the TD to INT ratio. Johnny's having as good a season as he's had, and that's saying a lot.
Yes, it is. He's involving everyone, Mike. A lot of experience in this system with Todd Haley, the offensive coordinator, and he's not getting sacked as much as we have seen. Still capable of creating a lot of offense, scrambling.
Opening drive starts at the 32-yard line. Le'Veon Bell to the left with space. Bell just shy of the 45. Will gain a dozen yards.
First play of the game. Tennessee Titans come with an all-out blitz. They're coming with linebackers. The safety's out of the middle of the field, and Ben Roethlisberger runs a power play off the left side, and out goes Le'Veon Bell. Bell has been awful quiet the last 2 weeks as a runner. They would love to reestablish this Pittsburgh Steelers ground attack.
DeMarco Murray, Arian Foster just ahead of him in yards from scrimmage. Outstanding second year back from Michigan State. He's got it coming to the right this time, and he won't go anywhere. Jurrell Casey lying on the ground to bring him down. Steelers up front been very solid. Kelvin Beacham's been over there starting in left tackle. Done a good job stepping in there. Pouncey's the leader up front. Martavis Bryant has come in and lit it up. 6 touchdowns in his first 4 games. That's an NFL record. Antonio Brown is tops in catches. Todd Haley's #1 receiver is #2 in receiving yards. Has really ignited this Steeler attack through October, now into November. Second and 10. Third carry in a row for Bell up the middle. Bell to the secondary. And to the Titans' 36-yard line.
Boy, he's got great patience as a runner. The backside is going to be blocked from the offside of the formation, but watch Bell start to his right, show great patience, let the blocking develop, and once he sees a hole, he hits it. A lot of people have talked about his vision and patience. Very uncommon for a young back.
19 yards on that carry. Roethlisberger had to go a little bit extra to get the ball to him. And he's still able to gain about 5 or 6 yards. Tackle made by Avery Williamson. Let me show you the rest of the defense. Sammy Hill returns. He missed the last game of the hamstring. Casey, their best defensive lineman. Williamson, eye-opening rookie, 5th rounder out of Kentucky, along with Wesley Woodyard handling the middle. In the secondary, Bleedy Ray Wilson struggles locating the ball. Jason McCourty's brother Devin, of course, plays for the Patriots. Michael Griffin's probably their best player, long-term Titan, former first-round pick. Been here 8 years now after leaving Texas. Second and 5, keep rolling with Bell. This time he is stopped. We mentioned Jurrell Casey. He joins Al Woods on the stop.
Al Woods, the ex-Pittsburgh Steeler, and Jurrell Casey, arguably the best Tennessee Titan defender, do a nice job stuffing that run. You'll see Casey, number 99, on the right side of your screen. Get off a block on the backside and make an impact tackle. Third down and a long 5, almost 6. Martavis Bryant at the top of the screen has been an explosive down the field option the last 3 weeks.
I'll tell you, this is normally right in field goal range, but the wind is coming at you in this direction, so it may be a tough field goal from this spot. They're going to run with Bell. Bouncing to the outside. Let's see what Tomlin's going to do. Kick a 49-yard field goal or go for it.
Like
like I said, right on the edge. And that's why the conversation's going on. What are we going to do here? And they are going to give it a shot with Sweezer. So Bell carries all 6 plays there, 6 in a row.
I knew they wanted to reestablish their running game. Bit surprised in that down and distance they wouldn't give Roethlisberger a chance to throw it. Here's Sweezer.
Made a 53-yarder last week. Also missed a 23-yarder. Again, about a 9-mile-per-hour wind in his face. It seems to have died down a bit at the moment from 49. Gonna get there, and good. So Sean Sweezer and the Steelers come up with an opening field goal drive and lead 3-0. ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by GMC. Enter the Never Say Never sweepstakes for a chance to win a 2015 GMC vehicle at gmc.com/NFL. And Navy Federal, serving the armed forces and their families right along the Cumberland River, Nashville, Tennessee. And our coverage from Spider Cam tonight is brought to you by DirecTV. Two and 7 Titans, but their first win, their opening week win, was at Kansas City, at Arrowhead. They beat the Chiefs. They have pulled off a big victory this season, trying to do it again. Bishop Sankey, part of the young crew that they have turned this team over to. And he's back to receive the kickoff from Sweezer. Line drive, it'll stay in bounds. It does go through the end zone inside the pylon and then out of bounds. And there's no return and a touchback. And the Titans take over at the 20. John gave you some of the details earlier. Pick number 178 in the draft last year. Zach Mettenberger out of LSU. Had a good record in the SEC West with LSU. And then in his final regular season game, tore his ACL. Thus missed the Outback Bowl. Couldn't really prepare properly for the draft. That and other issues push him back to the 6th round. Here he is making his 3rd NFL start, looking for his first win tonight. First down, pressure picked up. He has a big arm, and he threw it to William Gay. Pick 6, out of the gate, touchdown Steelers.
William Gay does it again. He did it to Andrew Luck a couple weeks ago. And when you throw an outside breaking route in the NFL, you must be exact. Justin Hunter slips coming out of the break, does not run a good route. You'll see it on the left side of your screen. And Mettenberger misses the throw to the inside. Steelers blitz on the first play of the game, and that is Ken Wisenhunt's worst nightmare. A poor route, a poor throw, and a disaster in Nashville.
As you said, the Indianapolis score and that big Steeler win, that is the 2nd interception return for touchdown by William Gay this year. Extra point added by Sweezer. For the 100th time in Steelers history, it's a pick 6. It's William Gay. It's 10-0 Pittsburgh. 73 passes in 2 games plus a bit. 3 interceptions. This is the 4th.
A lot of rookies involved. I thought Sankey didn't do a very good job picking up Timmons on the blitz. Ball's thrown poorly to the inside, and Hunter slipped coming out of the break. When you throw an outside breaking route, you're throwing it on time with exact location. Second-year receiver, rookie quarterback, and rookie tailback. Not very good.
And then waiting to make him pay was the man who has the longest streak of active cornerbacks in playing. William Gay playing his 123rd consecutive game. That makes it 10-0. And another kickoff here, back-to-back. This one fielded by Jackie Battle, the fullback for the Titans. And he takes it out to the 32-yard line. Vince Williams to tackle. So Mettenberger started at Georgia, was dismissed from the team, involved in 2 misdemeanor sexual battery charges. Then he went to Butler Community College. 11-1 as a starter there, came back to the SEC. We mentioned the success at LSU and then the torn ACL in that final game that he played. Ended up being picked about 5 months after his surgery, 6th in the draft. And Ken Wisenhunt turned to him as his 3rd starting quarterback this year with the game against the Texans. Then he started at Baltimore and now against Pittsburgh at home here tonight. Bishop Sankey, running back out of Washington, goes left, gets to the 36-yard line. I mentioned right as he threw the pick, John, his biggest strength is his arm. Good, strong arm.
No question, and Pittsburgh respects his arm talent, but he's got to play mentally faster, and he's got to play physically quicker in the pocket, especially against a defense like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look for mental and physical quickness in the pocket. That's where he needs to make his greatest improvement.
Titans will rotate through multiple backs. Dexter McCluster, the former Chief, is there. High snap pulled down by Mettenberger, and he completes it to Kendall Wright. Working through space with a flag down, he gets pulled down shy of midfield.
A little face mask there, Mike.
We'll add to it. 15. Brad Allen is our referee tonight.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Defense, number 25. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Good call. Kendall Wright had over 1,000 yards last year. He leads the Titans this year. They need a big night from Kendall Wright. Titans missing Delaney Walker, Mike. He's their most important inside receiver, and Wright's going to need to play great tonight.
Second and catches is Walker with 38. He's out of the lineup. Sankey to the right. It's bumped from behind by James Harrison, a gain of about 3 yards. Some of the Titans up front, they have highly drafted players, a first rounder of this year, Taylor Lewan. Chance Warmack was their first rounder a year ago. Mike Allura was Baltimore's first rounder a few years back. And we mentioned the receiving core, the former Steeler Nate Washington, dying to have a big game against his old team. Hunter, Wright, Sankey, already heard from. And Chase Kaufman, not much of a receiving threat, is the man replacing Delaney Walker in the line.
Titans are late getting out of the huddle. Better hurry against this defense led by Dick LeBeau.
2nd and 7. There's time for Mettenberger. He looks downfield, and breaking open is Wright, who hangs on to it inside the 10. First and goal for the Titans.
Play action pass. They run a deep cross. Justin Hunter cleared it out. Kendall Wright coming from left to right. Wide open. Good blitz pick up by this Tennessee Titan offensive line. First and goal.
Good work by Brian Schwanke, the center, working in combination with Sankey, the running back. And their leading pass catcher, Wright, has them on the move. Inside the 9. This time, Sankey to the right. Still going. And Sankey scores.
That is quite a run by Bishop Sankey. The Tennessee Titans pull a page out of the Cleveland Browns playbook. The Browns hurt the Steelers running this outside zone stretch running play from a quick count. But watch Sankey come right off your left side. He disappears. He cuts it back, and Pittsburgh never saw him. That's an outstanding job by Ken Wisenhunt, this Titan coaching staff.
And there's Taylor Lewan finishing to make sure that he got it. He tackled his own guy. I'll give you a touchdown celebratory hug as I push you over the goal line.
That'll quiet these Steeler fans.
Funny you say that, right? Here in Tennessee. That's a pretty good responding drive after that big mistake on the very first snap by the rookie Mettenberger. Ryan Suckup out of the hold of Brett Kern. All right, it's cold. Good start, though. 17 points in half a quarter. And for the second time in his rookie season, Bishop Sankey runs it in. Next Monday night, we'll continue to see this battle in the AFC North. Baltimore right in the middle of that. They were off last week in New Orleans, and we all said, oh, the Saints have 3 straight home games. That will right the ship. They lost the first 2. How will they do against the Ravens? Monday night, 8:15 Eastern. We'll see you from the Superdome. It was after the touchdown. Ken Wisenhunt talked with Zach Mettenberger. Intercepted in that first play, but bouncing back. Good completions of 14 and 23 yards. Confidence of a rookie quarterback, so important. Marcus Wheaton from 5 deep. Trying to bounce this to the outside. Titans are looking for a hold. They're going to get it. Derek Hagan, number 80, was held on the play, so the Steelers will start deep in their own territory.
during the return. Holding. Number 82, the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
We just showed you Ken Whisenhunt. The man he replaced is back in the stadium tonight. Mike Munchak, Hall of Fame guard, 32 years with this organization. The Titans, who of course were the Houston Oilers before that. 22 and 26 as the head coach in 3 years in Tennessee. He had another year on his deal, was hoping to stay, but management wanted to make a bunch of staff changes that Munchak was not comfortable with. So they hire Whisenhunt, and Munchak is now hooked on as the Steelers' offensive line coach. And the Hall of Famer is rounding this group into good shape here in the middle of November. First pass by Roethlisberger. On the edge, it's Martavis Bryant. Tackled by Cody Sensabaugh after a short game.
Martavis Bryant came in here averaging over 22 yards a catch. He's picking up this Pittsburgh Steelers playbook. They're asking him to do more and more. Mike Tomlin tried to say, hold on here. He's not ready for the Pro Bowl yet. They're expecting more from him as the season unfolds. And the Titans continue to blitz Ben Roethlisberger. Here they are up in his face again.
Matt Spaeth comes down to protect Roethlisberger, goes over the top, and open it's Heath Miller for the first down across the 30 as George Wilson brings him down at the 32-yard line.
He's a Steeler favorite. Play action pass, and Heath Miller right down the seam. You run Le'Veon Bell every play in the opening possession, and you fake it to Bell, and you forget Heath Miller has over 500 catches as a Pittsburgh Steeler. First down.
From the 32, Miller comes to block, but Le'Veon Bell is brought down by Jarrell Casey, captain of his defense. Described by one of the Titans coaches as a really good athlete, not the best athletic body.
Well, he had 10.5 sacks last year. He is a one-gap penetrator, has really flourished in a 4-3 defense. But now, with the new defensive system in place, he's trying to play in a 3-4 scheme. What he has proven is it doesn't matter what defense he plays in, that kid can play.
4 tackles in the first 9 Steeler plays tonight. Second and 10, more pressure, picked up for the moment for Roethlisberger. Eludes the hit, throws sideline, and it is caught by Bryant. 2 yards shy of the first down.
What a throw. I don't know how Roethlisberger pulls this off. He makes more completions after being contacted in the pocket. Just watch this. He's going to drop back the pass. The blitz is on. He pushes up in the pocket, and he throws a bullet. The only place that ball could have been thrown. That ball is always in a throwing position, and he can unload it accurately.
Great angle there. Still need 2 for the first down. Firing right, it's low, but it's caught for the first down by Antonio Brown. John, you mentioned when he gets hit, he still is so good. Let's show you the numbers this year. Always good in these categories. Completion percentage after being hit by a player, 80%. Double almost what the league does. Passing yards per pass, double. 6 touchdowns, no picks. Usually guys get hit, they end up throwing picks. And the passer rating's 158. To give you a scale on the passer rating, that's almost the maximum passer rating. If the passer rating's on the FM dial, like it's between 90 and 108, that's really good. If it's higher, it's almost off the charts. And Ben is. He's over the middle here. It's Miller again at the 33-yard line. Another big completion. This one's 22 yards.
Well, Heath Miller comes out of his stance, widens at the top of his route. He's so friendly to the quarterback. Watch this route. He's going to push straight up the field, bend it to the outside. He creates separation, and Roethlisberger read it perfectly. You nod to the outside, Mike. You keep yourself away from the free safety, and you avoid that hit. Miller knows how to play tight end.
Darius Hayward-Bay is in for Pittsburgh. Raider first rounder. Bell runs to the right. Le'Veon Bell lowers his shoulders and gets the first down near the 22-yard line.
And here comes some big defensive linemen for the Tennessee Titans. 92, 99, Sammy Hill 94. They need some reinforcements. This is an undersized Tennessee Titan defensive line. They've been playing a 4-3 for a long time here. And they're trying to get to a 3-4 defense, and they have struggled stopping the run, and Pittsburgh knows it.
Ray Horton's the defensive coordinator here. Protege of Dick LeBeau's, played for him, coached with him. Was in Cleveland last as the defensive coordinator. Bell patiently waits to the right. That time he is stopped on the edge. Avery Williamson along there with Wesley Woodyard. You pointed out the size of the defensive lineman. That's why so often a transition from a 4-3 to the 3-4 takes a couple of years personnel-wise.
Certainly does, and you have to credit Ray Horton, the defensive coordinator, in the job that he's done. And the way he stopped the run is by blitzing. Tennessee is blitzing more than they've blitzed in recent years, and that's one way that you gang up on the run. But when you do that, you isolate your corners in one-on-one coverage. Good luck against the Steeler outfit.
The show of the blitz there is the rookie Williamson knocking on the door. And coming. And Roethlisberger takes the shot, and open is Bryant. Couldn't pull that touchdown in. Bleedy Ray Wilson arrives at the last second.
Ben was late with the ball, didn't get much on it, but that's a double move. They're trying to sell a bubble screen. Bryant made it look like he was blocking. He has wide open real estate. Ben just didn't get anything on the throw. Bleedy Ray Wilson was beat badly. Made a nice recovery, 3rd and 9.
Got lucky too. He didn't have a chance to look back for the ball. His hand just got between the arms of the receiver. 3rd and 9. Here comes the pressure. Roethlisberger fires Brown. Puts the feet down inbounds. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh at the 6.
That's a great throw. Timing. We saw Mettenberger miss an outside breaking route on the first play of the game. That time, Ben Roethlisberger, 3 steps, no hitch, ball thrown with perfect timing and location. And it sets up a 1st and goal just outside the 5. Those two are like clockwork. Nobody doing it better right now at quarterback and receiver than Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown.
See the numbers after that 14-yard completion for Big Ben in the opening quarter. Drive that started back at their own 10. Bell gets a yard. And Avery Williamson.
The Steeler running game is unbelievable. Todd Haley has all kinds of plays on that sheet. That time he ran a zone read, the play you're seeing these college quarterbacks run. There are a lot of different types of runs. That's why Roethlisberger has a wristband that goes all the way up his forearm. There are a lot of formations and different kinds of plays to get these skill players involved.
Both teams bottom quarter of the league in the red zone. Lance Moore is checked in. Heath Miller is at the bottom of the screen. The running back Bell's in the slot. Titans are chasing him. And it's incomplete. A little bit of confusion there as Bell and Ben were trying to get on the same page.
Well, the Titans were confused. Bleedy Ray Wilson came over late to cover Le'Veon Bell. There's a lot of different alignments that both of these defenses present, and they come off the same tree, Mike. Roethlisberger prepared for this game by going up against his own defense, because that's where Ray Horton, the defensive coordinator of the Titans, comes from.
Play 13 of the drive. Roethlisberger out quick. Fort Bryant wrapped up in coverage by Bleedy Ray Wilson. No flag, 4th down.
Bleedy Ray Wilson has had 10 penalties this year. I think he's had 6 PIs. Pass interference calls, and I think that's a good no call there. Bleedy Ray Wilson with back-to-back red zone plays, and that sets up Sweezum again.
It's from 49, now from 23. The distance he missed from last week. That one through. field goals here for the Steelers on their drives. The pick six. They are up by 6. With them, the Steelers consecutive 8-8 seasons. They have missed the playoffs the last 2 years, trying to change that around this year, but in part because of the divisions they're matched up against, the weak divisions in the AFC South and North. The AFC North has had success. Everybody's over 500. 3 teams at 6-4, trailing the Bengals, who got the win in New Orleans yesterday. That's 6-3-1. That tie might prove to be beneficial as we go down the stretch in terms of having that half-game edge on the other 3 in this division. 5th kickoff of this opening quarter. Again, keeping it on the ground to keep it away from folks. It is Carl Klug with the return, just shy of the 40-yard line for the Titans. Second time Klug has returned one. Pushing and shoving going on. Players between the Titans and the Steelers. And they separate without a flag being thrown. 3rd drive for Mettenberger in a moment. Oldies but goodies. Brett Kiesel back there, 36 years old. James Harrison, 36 years old. The Steeler defense continues to play without 2 other veterans. Ike Taylor, the forearm injury. Troy Polamalu missing another game with a knee injury. The only defense in the league that has 4 players 33 or over. 2 of them missing tonight. They're being tested by the rookie Sankey, who gains 9 on that run job.
When you don't have a quarterback that can move around, you blitz him right up the middle on the first play of the game. Lawrence Timmons, James Harrison blitz together. They cause an interception. Then on the next series, they blitz 2 linebackers on a cross dog. It was a 5-man protection. Mettenberger beat the blitz. Then it's another cross dog, and Bishop Sankey, number 20, sticks his face in there with center Brian Schwanke, and they rip the Steelers with a big play. Expect more blitzes tonight.
Sean Green is the running back. They bring in an extra offensive lineman, and Green powers it into Steeler territory for the first down at the 48-yard line for the former New York Jet. 5 drives, nobody punted. Exciting first quarter in Tennessee. Steelers lead 13-7 on Monday Night Football.
ESPN celebrating 45 years of Monday Night Football.
Being fired in Arizona, Ken Wisenhunt was the offensive coordinator with the Chargers. Meant he had Philip Rivers to work with last year, John. Talking about Rivers and Mettenberger and some similarities, perhaps.
Well, Rivers has incredible quickness in the pocket. Awkward releases. Clock in his head. He might not be the fastest quarterback, but Rivers is quick, and that's what Mettenberger has to get better at. You can see the difference. He's got to get quicker in the pocket. Quicken his release. They tried to shorten his base a little bit. They're trying to get him acclimated to the NFL speed, and the only way to do that is to go out and play. And expect Mettenberger to get better and better the more he does play, but he's going against the Steelers, and they're going to continue to challenge him with blitzes.
Second quarter begins. Steelers leading 13-7. From the 48 of Pittsburgh, Mettenberger fires right, and it is brought in. Yes, it is a catch for Dexter McCluster. 17-yard gain.
Nice job by Michael Orr at right tackle, and you have to do a great job as a quarterback in this league, keeping your eyes downfield, pushing forward in the pocket with 2 hands on the ball, and that time Mettenberger throws a strike to McCluster, a man that they are trying to find a role for, the ex-Kansas City Chief.
First 4 years in Kansas City really gave a lot of energy, special teams. And from scrimmage, Sean Green in again with the extra offensive lineman, and he runs to the right and only gains a yard as Lawrence Timmons is able to bring him down. We talked about the Steelers and who's playing tonight. One of the reasons they've been struggling a bit on the run, no Steve McClendon on the nose, the rookie out of Tennessee, Daniel McCullers, making his first NFL start. Sean Spence and Vince Williams are sharing inside linebacker spot time with Timmons in the continued absence of Ryan Shazier. And again, no Ike Taylor, no Polamalu. Gay has the pick 6. Back there in the secondary, there is Polamalu. They played almost every snap for a year and a half. until that knee injury came up the last couple of games. Pass back to Kendall Wright. Got a block. Has great speed. Right inside the 10. Kept the play alive, and he's down at the 6. Another first down for Kendall Wright.
That's great ball handling. They've been running the stretch play. Sankey scored earlier on the play. They sell it, and watch Taylor Lewan act like he's cutting off the backside, and he leads the screen out on the perimeter. Beautifully executed, and Kendall Wright can hurt you after the catch.
Good blocks all the way downfield as well with Justin Hunter.
I like the athleticism of Taylor Lewan, the left tackle, the former Michigan Wolverine.
Titans trying to take the lead. McCluster is now the back. Mettenberger blitz, got rid of it. McCluster couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just talked about speeding up the process. After a big play, you better assume the blitz is coming. That time, if Mettenberger is a little quicker with the ball, he might see McCluster coming out of his backfield on this hot route. That should be a touchdown.
And that's what we're talking about. His mobility is not there. And he's a young quarterback, so he's going to get pressure. He's going to be on that spot a lot. They know where he is. He's got a great arm, and that's what he needs to thrive with and be quick with to succeed in the league as a 6th-round quarterback. McCluster gets it down near the 2-yard line. Really trying to get McCluster involved a lot against Dick LeBeau's blitzing defense, trying to get that speed out in a one-on-one matchup here tonight.
I want to see this offensive line live up to their billing. They have a lot of resources in this line. Lewan's a high #1. Warmack at right guard, a high #1 draft choice. They brought in Levitri, the left guard from Buffalo, Michael Orr, the ex-Baltimore Raven. I'd like to see him run the ball behind them.
And it's Sankey. He lost his footing as he was trying to get to the line of scrimmage. Mike Mitchell and Will Allen come to get him, and it will be 4th down.
I think the quarterback needs to see the all-out blitz. The Titans are outnumbered. There's not much they can do to block Mike Mitchell.
And you saw he just tripped right over Mettenberger's foot. Mettenberger's right foot, Sankey's clip each other. The running back goes down. Don't know if he would have gotten there anyway because of that blitz, like you said. Here comes Succop for the field goal. Extra point-sized field goal for the former Chiefs kicker, Ryan Succop. And from 20 yards, it's a 3-point game. Ken Whisenhunt trying to find something that'll get this Titans franchise going once again, trying to start building, trying to do that with Zach Mettenberger. Here's the play at the end of this drive.
Well, the Steelers outnumber them here, and they're releasing Taylor Lewan on some kind of quick screen, but Mettenberger needs to take a timeout. They need a different play at the 2-yard line. Some of these spread runs are a beautiful thing when the defense plays zone, but when they all out blitz you, those are dead plays. Whisenhunt can't be happy with that one there.
Are those the growing pains of a quarterback in his 3rd start who doesn't know down there, like a Brady or a Manning or a Rivers, going to check to something that obviously is going to work against this front?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah. And sometimes you can't get too cute and ask him to do too much. That hurts at the 2-yard line.
Ryan Succop with the kickoff on this cool night. Cold, forget cool. Marcus Wheaton across the 20. Brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Well, last week it was a blender. There's no chop meat here. You're not going to make actual burgers, but we've got a battle of the burgers here tonight.
This is the Burger Bowl, but look at Roethlisberger. He's got playmaking skills. He's got body type. He's got a lot of experience on his burger. Precision, supporting cast. And Mettenberger, he's got arm talent on his burger. He needs to get some more fixings on there. He's in the process of doing that as a young quarterback, but clearly Ben Roethlisberger is 17-0 against rookie quarterbacks for a reason.
Brent Musburger could be here tonight and just kind of be the appropriate person to be here for the battle of the burgers. Mettenberger and Roethlisberger, 2 quarterbacks who both are 6'5", both wear number 7. First down, Ben. Crossing toss. He's broken up. Good job by Michael Griffin, the safety, as that was waiting in the air, and he came over to get Antonio Brown.
That is a great range play by Michael Griffin, the longest tenured Tennessee Titan. He's playing free safety, and he's going to come out of the middle and drive this deep cross. He sees it all the way. His eyes are right on Ben Roethlisberger. He read the route perfectly and timed it just right.
And for the Steeler fans who got there a hair early, and they have reason to complain about that. That bump, as you saw by the replay, just a hair before the ball got there. But Griffin got away with it. Second down, and Bell trying to pick space, and he's brought down by the other safety, George Wilson, once an undrafted wide receiver with Detroit, made his name as a special team performer in Buffalo. Now the starting safety because of Bernard Pollard's Tennessee injury.
Comes right off your left side on a strong safety blitz, and he chases this play down on the backside. Third down and 11. Watch the movement from this Tennessee defense. They try to disguise their coverage and their blitzes throughout the down.
No running back for the Steelers. Titans rush 3, drop 8, giving Roethlisberger a ton of time, and he's finally brought down. Players are finally coming open downfield, but Ben didn't have enough time, and Quentin Groves with the sack.
Well, the Titans got lucky. Gree Archer at the bottom of the screen, number 13, is going to be wide open coming on this little wheel route at the bottom of the screen. Ben never saw him. Three-man rush, and Tennessee dodged a bullet. Usually Big Ben sees that.
First sack for the former Jacksonville Jaguar, Groves. 9th of his career. First punt of the evening, either team, from the Aussie Brad Wing. McCluster going to run up to get it at the 47 and gain only 2 on the return. Vince Williams, the linebacker, with the stop. Kick was 38. Good field position for the Titans. The defense stops Pittsburgh for the first time. ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Lexus, introducing the first ever 306 horsepower RC Coupe from Lexus. And NFLshop.com, find the largest selection of NFL products at the official store of the NFL. Let's enjoy some of the music in one of the 200 recording studios in this mecca for emerging artists from around the world. For $1 billion in record sales annually. From the tunes cranked out to those studios around Music City, Nashville. Bettenberger takes over, the shot of his own with and it's knocked down by Kiesel. Good job by Brett Kiesel. Get a hand up and knock it down.
Keep an eye on this matchup on the left side. Taylor Lewan, the rookie out of Michigan, against the veteran James Harrison. That time Harrison used the bull rush, and Lewan showed some anchor. But that'll be a matchup throughout the night, especially on these second and long and third and long situations. Lewan against the shorter James Harrison. He's going to have to bend his knees tonight.
Next to McCluster, the back. Jackie Battle erased. Sean Spence comes up to make the play.
Sean Spence splitting time with Vince Williams at inside linebacker. Read the screen perfectly. And makes an impact tackle. Watch left guard Andy Levitre, number 67. Got to get there quicker. Perhaps Battle got too wide too fast, but you see the anchor of Taylor Lewan. Got to be careful with those hands.
James Harrison was pointing out to the umpires located back behind the quarterback on that side that it should have been hands to the face. 3rd and 15, Leon Washington, former Jet, in there with McCluster. Berger's pass over the middle is going to be 3 shy of the first down as Justin Hunter able to catch it. They're going to mark him just inside the 45. And they've got to get to the 42 for the first down.
Quick looky slant by the slot receiver, and Mettenberger shows not only a strong arm but a quick release. That's a nice job by Mitchell, number 23, knowing where the stakes were and making the tackle short of the first down.
Antonio Brown back to receive. 120-plus yard return for Brown this year. Brett Kern trying to make it an unreturnable kick. And Brown makes the fair catch at his own 13-yard line. So game settles in as the teams exchange punts halfway through the second quarter. Steelers lead by 3 in the face of the franchise. Back on the field when we come back. Tirico, John Gruden, Lisa Salters on a cold November night in Nashville. Coldest temperature at the start of a game since the Titans have been here in Nashville. Drive 4 for the Steelers. Roethlisberger continues to be pressured. Heath Miller hit in the open field by Michael Griffin. Short game.
It's an all-out blitz again, backed up on the 10-yard line. Ray Horton brings everybody, and out of nowhere comes Michael Griffin to make a beautiful open field tackle.
At some point, blitzing Roethlisberger and the speedy catch-and-run guys from Pittsburgh, isn't this dangerous?
It is dangerous, but they've had success doing it. They brought it against Joe Flacco a number of times last week.
Number 15, Roethlisberger out of the pocket on the run. Antonio's got it. Brown take it out of bounds for the first down.
Beautiful over route on the backside of the bootleg. Fooled the linebackers with the fake, and Antonio Brown mirrors the quarterback perfectly. Fumbled twice last week against the Jets, uncharacteristically, and you expect Antonio Brown to make the correction.
Leads the league in receptions, closing back in on retaking his receiving yardage mark here tonight. Only needs 36 yards to jump back on top. On the swing out, Dre Archer able to get it back. Gets a catch and a loss of yardage, almost dangerously turned into a turnover. It's Damian Stafford who was closing in on the rookie Archer out of Kent State.
Dre Archer was hiding behind Ben Roethlisberger in the pistol. I'm surprised Stafford even saw him. He's about 5'4". He's hiding behind Roethlisberger in the pistol. He runs a wide flare to the right. He doesn't handle it cleanly. And the ex-Cornhusker from Nebraska rocks Dre Archer.
He's a little taller than 5'4".
Is he?
He's about 5'8", maybe 5'7". Second and 15. Twisting three-man rush. Roethlisberger waits for it to sort downfield and throws it complete to Brown. Pulled down at the 30-yard line. They'll give him 6 shy of the first down. And the Titans defense, that must feel like forever trying to hang with those Steeler receivers.
Well, they're rushing 3. They use a crazy stunt, but they end up rushing 3 Tennessee Titans. They have 8 men in coverage, and they all have their eyes on Ben Roethlisberger and these 5 Steeler receivers. Great job plastering to their man in coverage, and it sets up 3rd down and 6.
So 5 now for Brown, 26 in a row. NFL best with 5 receptions or more in a game. Now they bring the pressure again. And the play was stopped here on the side by the head linesman for a false start.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Marcus Gilbert, the right tackle. John, every time we go do a Steelers game, if we watch the other team practice, you hear during the plaster, plaster,
Yeah.
plaster. And it must feel like forever for those guys trying to hang as Roethlisberger just sheds blockers and waits for somebody to get open.
No doubt, and Tennessee's done a great job mixing it up. They've rushed 3 and dropped 8. They've rushed 7 and played all-out blitz coverage. Looks like pressure again.
3rd and 11. Or pressuring, Roethlisberger throws, and again it's Brown on the sideline. A pleasure to watch 2 players on the same page and on time and on target over and over.
I thought McCourty had him in coverage underneath with help from Stafford over the top. They're playing man-to-man underneath. They have him doubled, and it doesn't matter. Brown can run any route you can think of. from any formation. He can beat any defender, and he just proved to you he can beat any coverage. That's why he leads pro football with over 80 catches.
27 in a row. Bell to the left, bounced it outside. It's a very good job with not much there for Le'Veon Bell to get it out just shy of midfield as we dip under 4 minutes in this first half.
These outside runs against these inside blitzes that the Titans are calling have had some success. I am stunned at the amount of blitzing that I have seen from the Titans defense in the last month of this season. Sooner or later, you have to think they're going to take a shot deep against one-on-one coverage.
Bell with space into Titan territory. Pulled out of the 43 by Wesley Woodyard, and a first down for Le'Veon Bell.
Don't forget Pouncey, the center, is a first-round draft choice. DeCastro is a first-round draft choice. Gilbert, number 77, is a second-round draft choice. Slam the ball right off that right side and expect results. Well done.
Bell had been limited 56 yards rushing in the prior 2 games. He has 66 in the first half tonight. They will add about 2 or 3 more.
Well, his Tennessee Titan defense is being led by a rookie, Mike, number 54, Avery Williamson. You don't find a rookie linebacker often that calls the signals for a defense. He's a mid-round draft choice from Kentucky. He's got a lot on his plate, setting the front, communicating with coverages, and giving his fellow defenders some alerts.
LeGarrette Blount comes in the game. We get close to the 2-minute warning. This playoff just in time. Roethlisberger loses the sack, holds on to the ball, but now gets brought down right around the 40-yard line. Derek Morgan, former first-round pick out of Georgia Tech, brings Ben down. Loss of a yard, it's a sack, and it's the 2-minute warning at 1:55 here in Nashville. 65th time the Steelers appear on Monday Night Football. Only San Francisco and Dallas have more Monday night wins. Steelers offense limited to 6 points. They have the pick 6 by William Gay on the Titans' first drive. The reason they're up 3 with a minute 55 left until halftime. This is 3rd and 8, and out of his hands quick to Antonio Brown. McCourty pulls him down at the line. It's going to be a first down inside the 32.
Well, you saw Roethlisberger raise his 2 hands. He killed one play with another. He sees the blitz coming. Roethlisberger changes the protection to a quick throw, slant pattern to the right side, and Antonio Brown beats McCourty.
You getting a sense that they're starting to feel the ways they can beat this pressure from Tennessee?
Start maxing the protection, throwing it quick, and work Antonio Brown in these one-on-one isolations.
31. Play action, pocket collapses. Roethlisberger to Heath Miller at the 20. Gain of 11, first down. 1:05 to go.
Roethlisberger is one tough customer, standing in the pocket, bodies flying around him, and that 6'5" length of Ben Roethlisberger can see over the trees, and he throws another accurate pass to Heath Miller.
Timeout taken by the Steelers here with 1:05 to go. And Pittsburgh has it at the Tennessee 20. Chris Berman coming up with the Toyota halftime. Among the stories they'll be covering, it's Adam and Mort with the insider notes. There's been a lot of movement throughout the day, and especially over the last couple of hours on the Adrian Peterson story. Mort's been all over that, so they'll have that. And everything else that's happened in sports you'll hear today on SportsCenter. Coming up on Toyota halftime. Steelers still have 2 timeouts left, 1:05. And a 3-point Pittsburgh lead. From the 20, Roethlisberger to the end zone. Broke it up, trying to get it DeMartavis Bryant. And Bleedy Ray Wilson has had one of the better first halves he's had in a while.
They love throwing these double post patterns in the red zone. They clear out the safety 39 with another receiver, and Bryant's got to catch his football. Hit him right in the chest. And maybe Bleedy Ray got a piece of that, Mike. My mistake. Nice play. That's the third time Bleedy Ray has broken up a pass in the red zone.
Final minute. And they'll go back to the run with Bell. And we see there and waiting. As we said, the Steelers have timeouts to use, and Mike Tomlin will take one with 52 seconds left. Third down coming up. We'll be right back. 10 games, average of 6 points per game the Steelers get in the last 2 minutes of the first or second half. Tops in the league. We'll see how they do here. Needing to get to the 10 to keep the drive alive. Look out for Antonio Brown. Top. Ben's looking that way. Pumping that way. Throws it. It's intercepted. And McCourty will just take it and take the touchback.
That's an uncharacteristic bad decision by Ben Roethlisberger. Blitz comes off his left side. Le'Veon Bell picked it up. But sometimes there's nowhere to go with the football, and you got to throw it away and kick the field goal. Great blitz pickup off the left side. Griffin against Bell. But I didn't see anybody open, and there's nothing wrong with throwing the ball away and coming away with points. Turnovers have doomed the Steelers in some games that they should have won this year. Everybody talks about them losing last week to the Jets. They lost to Tampa, 2 games they probably should have won, but turnovers did them in those games, and those are the kind of plays that cause you to lose.
Yeah, Bryant breaks towards the middle there. Roethlisberger makes the throw that's intercepted. Steelers have one timeout left, 44 seconds, and the Titans are a little unorganized there. They have to burn a timeout. Interesting, last night you saw Brady make a late first half mistake going in for what looked to be a score. Very uncommon. Similar story here, although Brady was under more duress last night than Roethlisberger was here. But that interception ends a 70-yard drive with no points. Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half. Curious to see them do anything but take a knee, let the Steelers burn a timeout and get to halftime. From the 20, Mettenberger, who's already thrown a pick six. Oh, takes a shot downfield, and Nate Washington, the former Steeler, is going to score a touchdown. Take that!
Double move. William Gay, who intercepted a pass on the first play of the game, jumped the square out. Ken Whisenhunt tells his young quarterback, let's go get him with a double move. Pass protection held up, and they double move William Gay beautifully.
Let's remember John Madden in the Super Bowl when Brady let him down the field. So that's a young quarterback. You just take a knee and take your chances. No, attack and go. That's exactly what Whisenhunt did when everything pointed to just get out of here within 3. And instead they'll likely get out of here with a lead at halftime. And look at how fired up the 6th-round rookie Mettenberger is.
Well, you get into a bunch formation, you show something for a couple weeks, and then you tell Nate Washington, run a little hook and go against number 22, William Gay. And Gay saw this route combination on tape. I'm sure he thought Washington was going to run a hook pattern. And Tennessee runs a double move, and they smoke Pittsburgh. He points out the Mike linebacker. He tells the center to go right, handle Timmons in case he blitzes. He shows some veteran poise, standing in there under fire, and he throws a perfect pass for 6. Nate Washington had almost 1,000 yards last year receiving for the Titans. Has disappeared a little bit, but that kid can play, and there's nothing like beating your former teammates.
he was so excited to play against this team and show the folks in Pittsburgh what a great job they did in building up his career. And Roethlisberger sits there and watches Mettenberger come up with the big play of 80 yards to give Tennessee a 4-point lead with 32 seconds left until halftime. It'll be Marcus Wheaton taking it from the 2. Wheaton trying to get to the edge. And he'll be stopped shy of the 20. Lisa Salters, you know Washington was focused on this night for that reason right there.
Absolutely, Mike. I was talking to him this weekend, and he was telling me how grateful he will always be to the Steelers for taking a chance on him back in 2005. He was an undrafted free agent coming out of a very tiny university in Ohio. And he said, when I do something right, I'm proving that the Steelers were right. He said, if I get a chance to make a couple of plays tonight, hopefully the Roonies inside, they'll smile and think, that's my boy. I don't know if they were smiling on that one, Mike.
No, probably not the way it went down, no. But the point well taken. The success that Washington has built out of his career. Steelers with 1 timeout left. And Roethlisberger going to try to take one back. And it's incomplete.
Pittsburgh Steelers had a 10-0 lead. You have to credit Mettenberger with a drive to make it a 10-7 game. The young man has hung in here, and this Titan defense has called a lot of different fronts, blitzes, and coverages, and they have fooled Pittsburgh on occasion in this first half.
Second and 10. Look at Casey. Up collapse the pocket, and Phillips joins Groves on the sack. Sean Phillips able to get in there and help make the play that will bring the first half to an end. Stunning first half here in Nashville. A big play at the end of the first half, much like we saw in the San Francisco-St. Louis game. Changes the tone a bit. Trying to halftime now. Here's Chris Berman. Surprise in that first half, Zach Mettenberger. His first pass of the half was taken the other way by William Gay for a pick 6. Meantime, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers did convert a few of their big spots. And here we are, shockingly 17-13 Tennessee against the Steelers as we get set for the third quarter with John Gruden and Lisa Salters. Mike Tirico, our Zales extraordinary moments. Let's talk about the moments when the Steelers were getting close but couldn't pay it off.
Well, they had Martavis Bryant on a double move open. Ben didn't get anything on the throw, and Bleedy Ray Wilson broke it up at the last second. Then he tried a back shoulder fade to Le'Veon Bell. There's Bleedy Ray Wilson again. Then it's a high point fade to Martavis Bryant again. Guess who's covering that one? And then Roethlisberger made a bad decision off his back foot. Red zone interception by Jason McCourty. And shortly after that, Mettenberger threw a bomb to put the Titans on top. Steelers are in trouble, Mike. They continue to struggle on the road. Doesn't matter who they play.
And the red zone struggles, as we said, bottom quarter of the league, and 0 for 2 thus far tonight in terms of converting them into touchdowns. And Tennessee gets the ball to start the third quarter. 2-win Titan team. We mentioned week 1. They went to Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs 26-10. Their only other win was against Jacksonville. And the Jaguars drove down the field late. And a field goal attempt to win the game. And they beat the Steelers here on Monday night. Kick off to Bishop Sankey. From a yard deep, he'll bring it out. And just get over the 20-yard line. Here's Lisa Salters.
Yes, Mike, I asked Ken Wisenhunt what he thought about his young quarterback, and he said, I like the way he responded from a tough start. He said there's nothing worse than to come out on Monday Night Football and to have your first play be a pick 6, but he responded well. He made some good plays, and it's good to see that. About that play to Nate Washington, I asked him, what did you see from the Steelers that made you believe that it would work? And he said it was a formation read, and based on what they'd done before, we thought they were going to jump the curl, and they did, and the play worked. Mike Tomlin said, obviously, we situationally have to be better, but it was just one play. We got to move forward. Mike?
All right, Lisa, the bookend plays of that half really tell the tales. Tennessee up 4. They have the ball, and Sankey, good patience as the rookie out of Washington gets near the 27-yard line. Let's look at Mettenberger's first half.
Well, Lisa just said it. It's a terrible way to start the game. throwing an interception. It's run back for a touchdown. Poor location, poor route, poor results. Then he throws a deep cross. Down 10-0. They come back and answer to make it 10-7. And right before the half, he stands in there under fire and throws a beautiful 80-yard bomb to Nate Washington. And here we are.
Sankey, a 2nd and 4 carry. He's been good after contact. Gets within a yard and a half of the first down, just shy of the 30-yard line. John, when we look at Mettenberger and his success here, obviously he played at LSU, so he played in big games and big situations, as big as you can to prepare for the NFL. But what I thought was interesting was last year, Cam Cameron was the offensive coordinator at LSU, and Mettenberger was essentially done with his academic requirements, had one class. So in the morning, he would get done with that class and spend most of the day at the facility. It gave him a chance to understand how to prepare as a quarterback, which he's doing now here in the NFL with the Titans. 3rd and 2. McCluster releases out in the backfield, and that pass is incomplete as he was about to get hit by Brett Kiesel, and Cam Thomas just got rid of it to avoid the sack.
This Brett Kiesel, 36 years old, is finding his stride here again, and Mettenberger might be hurt, Mike. Kiesel playing right defensive tackle on a stunt. Beats Swanky, the center, badly. He and Cam Thomas punish Mettenberger. Zach looked like he hurt his groin. Keep an eye on that on the sideline.
Kern to punt it away for Tennessee. Antonio Brown just outside the 20, picking up blockers. Brown at the 40. Almost pulled down, but a flag comes down to the back end. At midfield, Marqueston Huff was hanging on for dear life there as he chased Brown, who was a step away from going a long way. But that penalty flag thrown back there. Is that the 34? That wall was being set up for Brown to hit.
During the return, illegal blocking the back. Number 55 of the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
Penalty on Arthur Moats will erase a 30-yard return by Brown. ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Autotrader.com. Land a great deal on your